Hello everyone and welcome to my apartment tour of my apartment in Korea. So to give you some context, I'm basically situated between Kyungsung University and Pukyong National University. So the rates I'm paying is a little bit pricier because of course there's a lot of students in this area, so that also means that a lot of people need to find places to live. So my rate, what I'm paying, is maybe not the standard for the Busan area, but compared to Seoul, it is still a lot cheaper. That being said, I live in a completely new building, which is it's sort of like office tel. It's a pretty common term in Korea, which basically means that you have stores on the first and second levels, or I think it's up to the 8th level in my building, and then the rest are like apartments from there. So that also means that it's a little bit more expensive. I think because it just means that there's more people, so more guards and things that have to be placed on the sort of surrounding area of your building. I'm not too sure about that, but that's my understanding. So basically the deposit for this apartment was 5 million won, basically like 4,000 US dollars or around 3,500 euros. And I went to see a lot of different apartments, so basically if you're gonna rent something, you have to prepare like 5 million won beforehand so that you can pay that when you sort of start renting. That money, it's like a regular deposit, you get it back when you stop renting. Basically, so you don't really break, if you break things, you have to pay to fix them, or if you don't pay the monthly bill, they have something to take the money from. Now when we get into how much I pay per month, it is a split a little bit. So first off, I pay the landlords, the people who built this and own the building, 550,000 won per month. On top of that, I also pay for when I translate, it's maintenance fee. So this is to maintain all of the common area stuff, like elevators and basically stairs and stuff, and also CCTV and the guards. So on top of that, on top of the 550,000 which I pay the landlord, I pay 60,300 to have that sort of maintenance fee. And then I have gas, water, electricity, and a TV bill. Now the gas, of course, varies depending on how much you use it. I basically use gas for heating stuff, and electricity, of course, charging stuff and the kitchen area and appliances, and water just showering or using in the sink, cleaning stuff. The TV bill is basically sort of for me being able to access the network, so I basically pay. It's only a small amount, 2,000 won per month, so it doesn't really sting that much. I think that's basically all of the sort of key informations about what I pay per month, so I'm just gonna get into it and start the tour from the front entrance. Okay, so basically the first thing you see when you get in here, well, I have a lot of these advertisements. So these are basically when people order stuff on your floor, they basically stick these on your door on the outside as a way of promoting their business. So I think it's sort of cute, so I try and save all of them. I have some notice from the landlord here. Okay, so basically you step in. Oh, it's so bright here. You have this shoe area. In Korea, it's customary to remove your shoes before you go in. Just gonna turn down this light a little bit. So you basically just have an area dedicated for taking off your shoes. To the left, we have well, the Koreans tell me it's supposed to be like a shoe closet. I have a total of 5 pairs of shoes. So I just use this for general storage and yeah, just putting stuff I don't really know where to put them otherwise. If we go over to the right, if I can close the door, we have a washing machine and basically a kitchen. So I don't have gas, thank God. I have electricity, which It just makes me feel a bit more safe for cooking. I haven't had gas stoves since like I was a child, so they're pretty reliable, but for me, electricity is the best. We have a sink. We have like this function, you can remove this. It's not really useful, but sort of feels like more premium stuff. Over here is the fridge. I have some fruits, eggs, and basically a lot of drinking yogurt. In the freezer, I don't think I have... Oh, I have something in the freezer. I have one ice cream in the freezer. This ice cream is really good. Basically a melon flavored ice bar. Doesn't sound appetizing, but it is my favorite. To the left we have a bathroom. This is actually not like a normal bathroom. Usually you have everything sort of in one, so when you take a shower everything gets wet. It's not really like separated that much, but when I take a shower it gets like halfway wet, so I can still go to the bathroom and use the sink without getting my feet wet. It is, it's quite spacious, and for like one person it is definitely big enough. For me, I don't really have a lot of shelving stuff, so I can't really put and store a lot of stuff. I have, this is basically the only cupboard in here. Now, if we move on to, well, it's a one room, so everything is in one room, but this is basically bedroom and living room, more or less. To the left we have a computer and some shelving units, so I have my Korean books and computer here, some adapters. We have, next we have the TV. Don't really use it a lot, don't know why I bought it, but at the time it seemed to make a lot of sense. But a low table, which I basically sit and eat at, a sofa bed, and my queen size bed, which for me is perfect size, so I'm really happy that I actually bought this bed. Finally, I'm gonna have to turn off the light for this one. Here we go. The view. Now I'm on the 13th floor, so the view is quite amazing. As you can see, we have some buildings. We don't really have a lot of Christmas light decorations. We have basically the university put up a tree, and that's it really. For me, I'm pretty satisfied with the apartment. It's more expensive than what you normally pay, what everybody else pays, but for what I get, it's quite good. Oh, and finally we have the sort of, it sort of says home manager. Basically, let's see here. I don't want to push too many buttons because I don't really know what everything means. Basically it means that when somebody goes to the door and rings the doorbell, this one like shows me an image of them and records them. So if I'm not home I can see who sort of tried to visit me, and it really doesn't make a lot of sense. As you can see, it's literally like 5 steps away from the door, and the isolation is not that good, so you hear when people are coming to visit you. But yeah, it seems quite nice, you know. Always an extra perk to have. I have, well, these are the light switches, so it's touch sensitive, so it does feel more premium. And finally we have the gas. Now the gas in Korea is basically used to sort of heat the floor and heat the water. So I'm just gonna turn it on. So here you can set up the floor heating, timer, and finally like for the sink and shower. It's gonna turn it off. It's kind of annoying, you have to always turn it off, otherwise it'll keep going well until the timer runs out, so the gas bill will be quite big if you forget. Basically that's about it. I have some like closet space here. Not too special, you know, it's just closets, right? So yeah, I'll just take one more quick spin around to see my apartment. But that's basically it's quite small, you know. But I am living here alone, so this one, I think maybe two people would live here pretty easily. We have the automatic sensor here at the door. But yeah, for two people, it's ideal. For one person, it's a little bit too big, but if you want to live big, you know, it's perfect size. So yeah, guys. Finally, thank you for watching my quick sort of impromptu apartment tour. If you have any questions about renting or stuff, I'll probably make some video to sort of explain the process, and hopefully I can like help you guys a little bit. But basically that's it, right? So I'll see you guys in the next video.